Hi everybody, it's Render Crash here.
Welcome to Render Crash, where we crash renders so you don't have to.
Yeah. Hello everybody, welcome to Render Crash. So basically the challenge was that we all had to, one...
Do you want to like say who we are?
No. Hello everybody, welcome to an episode of Render Crash where we're going to do a cool VFX challenge that we're given to each and every one of us from a stock footage. I guess I'm hosting today. I'm Candido, and with me today is...
Jacob. I'm Matt.
Alex.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lexi.
The challenge basically was Lexi found some stock footage for us to do a really cool, or some fun challenges over the VFX, and those challenges were to, one, change or add something in the background or manipulate the background, two, add or incorporate a blue item of any kind, and three, swap or add a food item slash something edible. And the footage we're currently about to look at belongs to Alex. So any words you want to start with?
I'm so sorry, but my mind went for a few options at first, but then quickly contemplated on what was doable and possible and under the time limit.
Yeah, I will say we had a time limit of about...
And what was the time limit?
Like an hour.
Oh yeah, bumped it to an
Which,
hour.
It was supposed to be an hour, barring any technical issues.
And
Yeah.
about an hour and a half.
Yeah, some of those technical issues you will see.
Alright, so what I was doing is that I first contemplated on what I wanted for it. One of my first thoughts for blue was actually wanting to change the milk blue. But then I realized through the time after I was trying to track this background, because this tracking was going to be added for two inserts. It was going to be tracked in for a screen insert right there at the frame. And you'll see eventually that there's going to be a fun little face show up in the future. And then there will be another slightly track on the back wall that I was planning to put a full human person back there and like a shadow, but I decided that I could not get any clean images that were clean enough at the time frame, so I found something else to add in for a little special surprise.
I also wanted to change the milk blue.
Yeah.
I ended up going a much different direction.
Oh, you'll see what I changed blue here in a minute.
All on the Lars Homestead from Star Wars, like blue milk everywhere.
What you're seeing is me like going through some files at the moment. You know, just doing rescales and resizes for, you know, everything to be inserted.
What's the what was your inspiration here?
Well, because they didn't have a fridge, I thought, well, why not home make one where I got a
What's
human
the
body?
The fridge is right there, literally right there.
That's one of two appliances that we
That's
can
not a fridge, that's an
actually
oven.
To the left.
No, the left of the oven. Yeah, that's the oven. There's
Oh,
the
that's
fridge
the
right there.
fridge?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the fridge
I thought
right
that was
there.
the hallway.
Yeah, no.
The giant reflective surface.
I wish I had an oven that big.
Or a hallway.
I legit thought that was the
Reflective
hallway.
a hall of mirrors.
Straight up roast an entire like pig.
I also went ahead and, you know, rode the father so that way his, you know, big old head wasn't in the way.
Right.
Oh, your roto looked better than mine.
Wow, being rude to the father. Bro.
I know how to roto.
I do see
Wow, some shade getting thrown.
I know. Throwing shade at me. They didn't even
Well,
know there was a
you'll-
fridge in the shop.
I didn't either. I literally thought it was a hallway for a second.
I like that you're color coding everything.
Why is that surprising to you? Candido?
Because I don't. When you look at my
It's just to
shop.
make it look a little well. The one thing I didn't color code was in the
Hold on.
last few
Did
minutes.
one of your files say Mayor McCheese propaganda?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I didn't notice that. Oh, there's blood.
Oh, Lord.
Quickly.
Wait, then was that your shot? That was we were wondering in the file of who's the blood?
No, I didn't
No,
use
that's
Render
a
Crash
hand
for it.
print. The
That's a
other
hand
one was
print.
just a
it was a bloody splatter.
Okay. Are you gonna? Oh, I thought you were gonna put it.
So
in
I thought it was a hallway, so I made it angled for like someone.
It's just a bloody handprint on the fridge.
But it's angled kind of sideways, so I thought it was a hallway. And now I'm rendering my next
Oh, no.
piece. You'll see
Oh,
what
that little
comes up
girl.
blue.
Yeah.
This poor child.
Poor child.
What have you done?
Oh, nothing bad at all. Also, the roto didn't go that bad at all.
Must be nice, dude. I did like 100, I think.
Roto was
This is
like
on
pretty
Mary.
easy for this.
Yeah.
This one didn't take much.
You're gonna.
Oh.
Oh my god. You're gonna see why mine was kind of rough.
Just made her entirely blue.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
made her blue, and the thing you added to the background was the
the bloody hand.
Was it the
and
blood or
the
the
insert
murder scene.
the
you
insert
get
of the
rid of
guy
his
from
face?
The Shining.
Who's face?
Did you get rid of the shining face?
Jack
No,
Nicholson.
it's still there.
He's still there as an insert,
Okay.
yeah.
He's
It looks
perfectly
like a
there.
subtle reflection, like he's on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Freezing.
Yeah.
And then because I didn't want to take the time to paint out the roto, I just masked back in the table.
You color code your mask in Mocha?
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, same. Bro, I don't even.
You madman.
I don't even like. I think on this one I did because I wanted to look nice, but normally I don't even like name my layer, my actual
know.
mask.
When I look
We
at
know.
it, it's so funny. I can tell exactly who did what project every time just by looking at the colors and the spelling.
You get
What
like
do you mean the spelling?
you get-
TRAQ,
Twat,
and
yeah,
then it's
twat.
Jacob. Twat.
You see Alex. You see Alex's work, and it's like nice, labeled and organized, and Matt's like, "Oh, this is good, cool." And then you see mine, and like
All right.
Matt just lets out a huge sigh.
Like-
Oh yeah, I think there was one
It
time.
wasn't the last one.
There was one import time where it almost crashed on me, so I just stopped it.
Oh my gosh, I love this. What you're
no.
doing right here.
Oh no.
Just so you know, fire is edible if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
It is spicy
It's
too.
part
Yeah.
of this.
Oh,
balance.
Good lord.
I wanted some, spicy
Yo,
food.
you use Big Fire 3 too? I also use that one. That's probably going to show up a lot.
Is that a good angle? So
I
wanted it.
feel like this is gonna be a common theme.
Yeah, like we all picked
We
the
all-
same stock footage.
We
exact
all
same
picked Big
fire.
Fire
I can
3. Yeah.
guarantee I didn't pick Big Fire 3.
Did you pick Big Fire 2?
We'll see.
And this was like probably my most challenging roto.
The
real
toast?
quick. It was
Yeah.
the toast and the hand, and I was just like, it's gonna be sloppy and let it be sloppy, but it's just to make sure it doesn't get in the way of the fire, like or add the fire on top of it.
What about the butter? You gotta forget the butter.
Butter.
Hey, what the butter do?
I thought it was mashed potatoes.
Yeah, they,
Why
they
would butter-
slam
why
it
would
on
you
toast.
Spread mashed potatoes
Are
on
we
toast.
British?
We were going so fast. Does it not look like?
No.
No.
Toast?
It looks like butter.
It looks like butter and or like whipped cream, like a.
I think it's cream cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cream cheese or something. I could go. Yeah, I could see cream cheese.
So we're all.
Oh my
There
god.
it is.
Yay.
I legit thought it
Jack
was.
Nicholson
Jack-
looking over the scene.
the bloody-
I forgot about it. He
The
was
bloody
there.
hand.
He really
bloody
does
ball
bleed.
prints.
The roto, the coloring of the girl went really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roto
See, I
looked
tried to do
pretty
the
good.
same thing and I really couldn't get her rotoed well enough. So impressed.
Good job.
The only
yeah.
problem I had was with the mom's hands.
Yeah.
So you
Did
might
you-
see it slightly.
Did you have? You said you
Nice.
had one technical issue. Was
Yeah,
it just like
when I was in-
almost a crash.
When I was importing the fires, it would not stop loading and just would not stop loading, and so I was like, I'm
Oh,
gonna
weird.
stop this.
Yeah.
That's not good. Yeah.
And my-
Okay.
and-
yeah.
You must choose.
Oh
He's
god.
going down
the
Oh
list.
god, it's me. All right.
Is that his? All right. We're
Okay.
going
so,
straight into it.
yeah. So I immediately was like, okay, cool. What am I gonna do?
Wait, we gotta. There we
It's
go.
all right.
That's
No,
fine.
we're
Yeah.
good.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
so you're on default. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So it's me scrolling through it a bunch to figure out what I can do. And then I was like, okay, cool. First and foremost, if I start doing, oh man, I really think a lot. I duplicated my footage and immediately started rotoing the whole thing. And unlike Alex, I rotoed every part of it in one instead of doing it in pieces.
I did the same.
Yeah. And so I was just going through. Oh, I
his
hate
face.
that. I
His
hate
face.
that. Yeah. I hope. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it very precisely, and then I was like, you know what? I'm whatever comes out is just gonna be it. As you're gonna see here, where I just started like blasting through it. I didn't even like in some portions
That
of
milk,
it.
though.
Yeah, in some portions of it, I'm like, I should probably add a little bit of detail. And then I was like, you know what, nah. Like, that was like skipping, like you start seeing
His
here
milk's
that
gone. Yeah.
it's like propagating like a lot here because I'm just dragging it through there. And then I was like, you know what, it's good enough. It's fine. It's a fun little challenge. And I just want to get it through. I'll add it back in post.
Yeah.
I'll fix it in post.
I'll fix it in post, yeah.
The magic words.
Yeah, and so I got this roto, not the best roto in the world, far from it. And then
What's that?
I just started throwing a bunch of fire into the shot to like pick
Why
out
would
my
you do
favorites.
that?
Yeah. Oh, because I'm gonna change the background here.
Oh, okay.
So again, tracking. I think I tracked around the same shelves as Alex did. Very, very nice, clean track of it. And I'm trying to write cabinets here, and I couldn't figure out how to spell it, so I just wrote balls. Because I don't know how to spell cabinets. And so I tracked the
We all have
island.
that problem.
I tracked the island
writer?
for it as well. Yeah, I am a writer. And so I started adding all the fire to the background and just start really like going ham with the fire and making knolls of the back shelf balls and the island as well. And as you can see down there, like I'm adding all these fires and apparently linking them to the Balls Knoll and the Island Knoll.
You actually labeled your knolls.
Yeah, see, that one down there says Balls Knoll, and the other one says Island
No,
Knoll.
I saw that. That's why I noted it.
Yeah. And so, right here, I'm like messing around with the color because if the room is on fire, I feel like it will give off more of a warm tint to it to really kind of express all that heat that is filling the room.
And close family bonding.
And close family bonding, yeah.
Did you lean into it?
And so I had to manipulate or add stuff to the foreground. So I was like, oh, that lime looks cool. So I just grabbed it, put a mask around it, froze it, and started dragging it. And I was like, you know what? Lime's everywhere. So I got the same lime, and I just put it everywhere. I also masked in the reflection too, so I didn't have to add that. I just added them everywhere. Amazing. And parent linked it to the Island Knoll. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I'm like sitting here thinking, oh god, what do I do next? Because I need to add something blue. But before I do that, I was like, you know what doesn't really complete the picture? If there's a lot of fire, there's probably going to be a lot of smoke. So I just started adding smoke like crazy. Like, just everywhere. Every possible place that I could. Including, I think here, I was like, oh, why isn't it not doing it well? So I added it to the foreground as well. And I just filled the entire room with smoke. And now here, I was like, what can I do? What can I turn blue? So I'm looking at that milk.
Oh, Lord. He went for the blue milk.
And I immediately also started going for the blue milk. And this was the risky part because I had to comp in or track or mask that entire hand.
Why didn't you roto it?
Huh?
Did you try? Why didn't you roto it?
Because I'm lazy, and I chose the even harder way of doing it.
Yeah,
as I always do. I always pick the hardest possible way to do a shot, rather than just doing it the easiest way.
That little kid's face is great.
Yeah, so I went through the entire thing, this 9-second shot, and just masked the entire hand. And this took me, I think, like half the entire challenge time, just doing this entire thing. And throughout it, I was like trying to slowly, meticulously going through, and every time I would be like, oh, this is not doing it as well, I would go back and look at it and be like, it messes up here, it messes up there. So I was really just going through it, and then I look at that one, I was like, I gotta mask that one too, because just for a little bit of it.
He hold the milk.
He hold the milk, yeah.
Biggie's out though.
Biggie's out, yeah. Yeah, I was really doing this basically almost frame by frame.
You finished before me, too.
Yeah, I'm fast. Listen, this is the dumb shit that I do all the time instead of doing it the easy way, so I've gotten pretty fast at doing it the dumb way.
He's not wrong.
Just for anyone wondering, this is not the easy way or the quickest way to achieve
this is very much the not recommended. There is significantly easier ways to do that.
I can think of at least 3.
Yeah. But I'm myself. I don't think that. I think I'm gonna do this the way I know how to do it in my mind, which is the hardest, dumbest way.
Roto, and...
What?
I'd use composite brush.
Oh yeah.
We have that.
No, literally, I would have just masked the milk bottle and then composited brush out the stuff that wasn't milk.
You see, Matt, this is the difference between me and you. You're smart.
That's an hour versus
Oh yeah, and so you're gonna love how I do the milk.
Oh, no.
So in order to do the milk, I had to.
You don't have it linked to any.
No, I'm doing this by hand.
Yeah. Manually track.
I don't know. Yeah, it would be hard to track.
This is the most frustrating.
It'd be I knew. No. It'd be very difficult to track the milk. The difference is I wanted to get that because the milk sloshes a little bit, and regardless of it, I was like, I have to do it masking because it's sloshing. Now that you tell me, I could have just composite brushed it. Yeah, that's a lot easier because I'm actually manually moving the mask to match the sloshing to it as best as I could. It's really hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see here because it's sped up, but yeah, I'm meticulously going around.
All those keyframes,
yeah, all those keyframes you see down there.
The dedication.
Yeah, it's both dedication and me being insane.
What about the pour? Did you get the pour?
Oh, you're gonna see what I do for the pour. No. Because I'm looking at this and I'm just stretching that last mask, so I was like, oh, this is hard. So I just added another mask with twice as many little points, to get it, and then I was like,
and then you
use a subtract. to get it to pour instead of animating that, because I didn't want to do that. I instead made a subtraction mask that if you can notice, it's a different color.
The only one.
And I labeled it subtraction, adding it back into it.
Oh boy.
And then messing it,
Here we go.
adding it
Are you
there.
gonna tint it?
I am gonna. Hold on, what do I do? I don't remember.
Use a tritone?
I think so.
So blue.
Yeah, and I made it very
That's
blue.
a very blue.
Yeah.
White. Man, George Lucas would be proud.
Oh
Very
yeah,
proud.
100%. And I was like going through it. What did I do to it?
You did it.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
It was yesterday.
It was
Friday.
yesterday.
Oh,
Friday.
it was Friday. What day is it today?
Monday.
It's Monday. Oh, it was like 2 days ago. Yeah, you're right. I should have remembered this. Yeah, but
God.
if we can
Oh
see the final
All right,
product.
let's look at the final.
Look at
Yeah.
this final.
So basically, fire in the background,
Yeah.
limes
Smoke everywhere.
with smoke, limes everywhere, and blue milk.
All right.
That blue milk was really the one. Yeah, look at
There
that.
we go.
It's so blue.
Oh my god.
And I changed the color to make
Neon.
it warmer. Yeah,
Neon
but look at the
blue.
pour. Look at the pour. Look how good that pour looked.
Yo.
Yeah.
The,
my
the masking on the hand is pretty good too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
the
Yes.
masking did
Yeah, because
work
it's
out.
masking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, it was a calculated risk, and I'm not good at math. But
I
That
took
pour was like 2 frames.
yeah, that's not on me though.
No.
My roto, it's terrible though.
I will say
I like
the
the lime
limes.
idea.
The limes absolutely
limes-
work, except I'm noticing the reflection of the lime on the wooden cutting board of the
Yeah.
serving tray.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't have a reflection. I didn't listen. I was under pressure.
Stop! We're gonna get
Oh, no.
demonetized.
DMCA.
Yeah, but that's what I ended
Okay,
up
dude, I
doing.
wouldn't put that blue milk in my body. That'd probably give me radioactive.
Well, it's
Or
from
super
space.
You can get it at Disney.
Yeah.
You
right
could
now.
also see over the cups, like the roto just messing up, like over the cups that he's
smoke?
poured. Yeah, no, the smoke and they're right there.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. Because my roto's awful. I think also the side of the main guy pouring the milk. If you look at the side of his face, I think it's also like clipping because the roto like didn't
Oh,
match.
where
Like
it's highlighted?
What
yeah,
about the little kid's face?
little kid's face is also like
It's
yeah.
like, that's not too bad.
It's not. It could be a lot worse.
Don't be as
Yeah.
harsh. My mom's roto hands were rough.
Yeah.
Mom's roto spaghetti.
Yeah, mom spaghetti. Yeah.
Mom-
Alright, are we ready
spaghetti.
for the next one?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming. All right, so this. Oh my good lord!
Wait,
I'm
who's
already-
All right.
this is yours.
Me,
Okay.
that's
Jacob.
Jacob.
All right.
Put your name
So-
on there for that reason.
So
Before we start, hang on. Yeah, before we start, do you have anything you want to say about this one?
So I have cursed.
Can you explain
the,
why your Windows isn't activated?
Well, from my current angle, I can't see that. There is a box in front of that spot that I can't see. My Windows is not active because Peter, the IT wizard
Yeah.
of our office,
King
he knows much more about this. And I came into work one day, and and it was just my Windows wasn't active anymore. I don't know what happened.
Microsoft,
Microsoft-
don't sue us.
Don't sue us. I can't see it if you
It's
can't see
real,
it.
we swear.
It is. And also, before we even start, I have also pissed off the Adobe gods in some way. So you're going to see some issues that might not make sense, but hopefully it'll make sense here in just a second.
It doesn't make sense to us either.
It doesn't
'cause
make sense to anybody.
It is an issue you've had, and then they built you an entirely new PC, and you
And
still
it's
have those issues.
carried over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you at home, Jacob can't add a null without Adobe crashing.
Crashing.
The moment he adds it,
I get a
everything
1 in
goes
5
away.
chance of it not crashing, and even then it's rare.
And he's not lying. This is we built a brand new machine with a brand new installation of everything, and it still happens, and only happens to
It
him.
only happened to me, and it's sad.
Adobe on site with Jacob.
Just beat my ass.
All right.
You ready to start?
All right, Lex, if you want to go ahead and start it.
Okay, I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I started here as well.
Just writing your name.
I just wrote
Well.
my name because I zoomed in and that kid's face had me laughing for a long time. And so I was like, all right.
Took a screenshot of
I
it.
did took a screenshot of it.
New meme just
So I
dropped.
even wrote down what to do, and then I immediately got rid of it and started writing things. And I went through and I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? And again, we basically all did the same thing of tracking the cabinet in some way, tracking around,
And then setting everything on fire.
and then setting everything on fire. No, I didn't do
Did
that.
you not? Oh,
no.
okay, good.
Oh wow. Okay.
Broke the
So
mold.
you're gonna. I did. I didn't. So
Oh,
I
Lord.
have composite brush.
Oh.
And my idea was, okay, I'm gonna change the colors on that. But then my composite brush license and it crashed.
Oh my god. Wait, what is that?
I had a sad fox pulled up in case it crashed, and it ended up working. So I had to use. I'm having a lot of pop-ups on my side. So I added a null. It crashed. I couldn't use composite brush because my license was gone. I was having a lot of issues at the start of this, and so I just started rotoing, and I tried to do it very particularly, especially that kid's face. The kid right
your
there.
mood for the whole video.
It's just that kid was my mood throughout the entirety of this, and so I'm like, okay, let me get this thing going. I rotoed everybody, but if you look at the bottom right, because I didn't get the girl's legs at the bottom right on the first pass.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
And that will become an issue later. Right now, it's not nearly as much of an issue, but... So I decided to cut out everybody because my original plan was to basically have them, like, versions of themselves going backwards and make, like, a rainbow behind them of, like, all of them going backwards and scale it down slowly.
Oh, like when you point a camera
At
at itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that was my idea, and I was like, if I cut all of them out, and if it's all the same frame, if I hit it with like a scale 99 and then put it behind it, it'll all compress and I'll just keep sending it backwards. And so I was like, cool, I'll do that. And then I ran into 50 different issues. So this is what I did instead.
What?
I pulled up the Blueberry Girl from the Willy Wonka.
What the hell is...
And I'm like, all right, cool, still propagating.
Jacob, her name's Violet.
Violet, sorry.
Violet
Yeah,
Beauregard.
she's
How can you
turning
not
violet,
use-
dude.
She is turning violet and violent. So I cut them out, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to make all of them blue. So,
Bada bida badai.
and so that's what I did. I cut out all of them, and I was like, but wait, I need this table
Yep.
to be not blue, as Stagger did also. And so I'm like, all right, cool. I get a track. I'm doing well.
Let's censor that now.
What?
You said
I didn't. If you wouldn't
Yeah.
have called it out.
You just said it again.
well, there's another censor.
Stop
Stop saying And so then I was like, I want to make like a little blueberry character. And so
You drew it?
so I made like a little blueberry character, and I outlined it and put like a little lining to it. And I was like, okay, well, I need this to kind of fit the vibe because it looked too bad if I just cut it out. And so I gave it some stress lines. I really, really made it look sad. And I kept trying to look back and make sure that the footage was still going. And I also got rid of my layer panel for about 5 minutes there, and I had to try to get it back and fight it.
Is that from Willy Wonka?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Violet from Willy
I
Wonka.
thought.
And so I was like, all right, cool. I should have the blueberry character. All right, cool. Now I need some more shading. I need some nice
You
shading.
did a whole ass art project in the background.
I did while it was still...
Why didn't you just rip it? Why did you draw it?
Because I thought it would be funny. And so I made sure I saved this little... All right, I'm like, cool, it tracked. I don't know if it actually tracked. I just trusted the process in the meantime.
Wait, you didn't even see? You didn't even look?
No,
to see
because I
if
was
it
drawing the blueberry character.
You have 2 monitors.
But I have to be able to...
track frame by frame on that when you had 4 other
Yeah,
options.
you got no
To be
room
fair,
to talk.
to be fair, Composite Brush was not licensed yet.
Mine wasn't... Mine's not. I'm not sure about yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume mine isn't too, for the sake of this excuse.
I never checked mine.
And so this is where when I called out earlier that I had missed a little girl's bottom right, where her legs should be. I was like, well, now I need to go through and roto that. And I was going through, and I'm like, all right, let me roto, and they just kept stretching out. And roughly, I think about here is actually no. Spoiler alert: I had a horrible crash
What?
that lasted 15 minutes roughly.
What?
Yes. Because I opened up Mocha, the wonderful product that is Mocha, and it reminded me, because it's a good program, to go back and save my progress. And I went, oh, I should do that.
Are we gonna see that here in a minute?
Possibly. I'm not sure how much it's going to fast forward, but when everything just comes to a rough stop, that is whenever you're going to realize it.
Yeah, I remember you saying, "Oh yeah, thanks, Mocha. I'll
Thanks,
do
Mocha,
that."
I'll
We
say-
all went and said,
Yeah.
and then all I hear is, "Damn it!"
So I brought back the table, and now she's blue, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Yes. The first frame, though, because it's propagating from the frame before that, was a little bit messed up, and so I decided to paint it back in.
Yeah.
And then that little kid's fucking face right there, looking at me all fucking smug.
He's a happy little blueberry.
He is a little blueberry boy. So here's where I open Mocha.
Yeah.
And it reminded me to save.
Yeah, you got that little message.
And
yeah.
I got the little message. And I'm not sure how long this is going to go on.
Yep.
And so then I decided to pull up some blueberries because I was going to hide the blueberry girl in the blueberries and have her run away around the table.
Wait, you were gonna do a whole ass animation?
Yes. Oh, here's where it's crashing.
Yeah, I see that.
And it stayed on this screen.
Yep.
And it stayed on this screen. And it stayed here again. We're fast forwarding until it just entirely crashed. And again, there's a sad fox in the background, as you'd expect. Lost also, again, 15 minutes probably of progress. So I think I lost all of the roto on that girl's legs in the first place.
Oh no.
It was a rough time. Yep.
Yep.
And I was like, screw it. I'm just going to do it the fast way. I don't really care.
The Candido way.
Because I just tried to basically hit it with a couple keyframes to get all of the areas that I needed.
Hit it with a hammer.
I cut her out. Again, I messed up the cutting of her out a little bit in Mocha. And then I was like, all right, cool. I need to save. Is it going to show me saving? No. And then I backed out once I got it. And I was like, I'm going to paint her blue. And I need to get some images here. My blueberries.
I love all those memes. I love the Britney.
The Britney face, the B movie.
All the Doges.
The Doges. This is, I think, also where it almost goes. Okay, so there's the little blueberries. And I had the blueberries. I also forgot to link the blueberries to the track of the table. So they will just float around. So instead, I remembered what the actual event was supposed to be. And so I decided I'm going to put little rainbow versions of all of the characters in the background as though they're on little screens. And so I tried to add a null, and it worked. I didn't have a crash here.
You added a null?
I did, and it didn't crash. But as you can see, I attached it to the oven. And that one should be getting colored here in just a second. Like, bam. Yep. So then I just had them around in the background because I had no way to do enough of that time or anything. I added a black solid for some reason because I was just really short on time, and it scared me, and so I got rid of it. The little knoll of the character running was going to run from the blueberries behind the mugs, from the mugs over to the avocado and the lime, from the avocado and lime across to the bowl, from the bowl over and off the end of the table. But I had no time to do any of that, so instead it just runs out just a little bit. And then I make it explode.
What happened?
This is a metaphor for your computer, I think.
Let's see that full thing.
Yeah.
Let's see this thing.
Jacob, that basically was your entire life.
It literally looked like it erupted.
I like that when we all give up, we just add fire.
Fire, yeah.
That's what I did at the beginning of mine.
When Lexi started counting down for we have 1 minute left, I imported the fire. So again, they're not
there it is.
And then... Is it going to blow up?
Yeah, those blueberries are
Oh,
not
there he
attractive.
goes. It's running.
It looks like she set a bomb
I
on
know.
her hand.
I'm going to get all the other blueberries!
Technically, he also got blue milk.
I did get blue.
Yeah.
I got blue people. I got
Blue people, blue
I
cat.
got green
got
people.
green.
I
Oh,
got
yeah,
red
in the
people,
background,
yellow
yeah.
people. All of those, or again, one of them's tracked. I messed up a few times because things were just really not working out at the end. But
The blueberry girl
Yeah,
running across behind the mug is the funniest thing ever.
So it looks like you stabilized the purple one, but didn't stabilize
Yes.
the green one.
again, I was really, really trying to get anything I could to work.
Dude, you crashed for like a third or like a quarter of the entire
Yes.
time we
In
had.
case y'all are wondering why we're called Render Crash, it's mostly Jacob.
True.
You had to add a null.
It's
All
Matt's
right.
turn.
So,
Oh,
Matt
is it
has a
up?
lot here.
I did a lot.
Saving the best for last.
So,
That's me.
okay, so yeah, before we get started, I decided to just jump into something very ambitious, and my computer really hated me for it, especially considering I was trying to screen capture and do all this stuff at once. It was not having it.
Yeah, it was chugging,
It
wasn't
was
it?
chugging bad, but I did actually get it done, and I was trying to do something that was maybe a little more cinematic. But yeah, we can go ahead and I guess we can jump into it. So like everybody else, I'm going to jump in and start. I write out what needs to be done, and I just stick it there, and then I'm going to start rotoing. And what I like to do for RotoBrush is basically I'll adjust the frame and like bump up the contrast and increase the color and do all these things just to try to really make the background separated from the foreground as much as possible.
that little kid's face.
Because RotoBrush will really kind of look at all that stuff, even though it looks like it's the same image. Here I'm boosting the saturation just to try and get a little more separation from the people in front from the background. And then, yeah, I like Candido and Jacob, I just rotoed everything all at once. And I pretty much, like, I let it go mostly on its own. I think I clean up a little bit here and there. But yeah, so like while I was doing this, and this is just to let everybody at home know, we sped this up to 1,000% speed, so like 10 times. Roto takes a while.
Oh my god!
Wow.
But anyway, while I was doing this, I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to do, and so I decided that like this kitchen was kind of too small. I wanted to do. I needed more room.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, this is almost done. And what I was doing here on my other monitor was I was downloading a bunch of stock footage and things that I knew that I wanted to put in the scene. So I wasn't just sitting here waiting. I was actually trying to find, like, plan out what I wanted to do for the shot and how I wanted to...
Did it I thought it crashed.
No, I was just checking other things. But yeah, I was planning everything out. And then once it was done, I turned off all those effects. So I was back to the normal thing. And then I got into trying to bring in... Oh yeah, I knew I wanted to adjust the backgrounds. Specifically, I was going to be moving the wall, so I created a clean plate, basically just painted in roughly what all the details behind the people were going to be. So I recreated like the entire bottom half of the cabinet and all of the background tile and everything.
Backsplash.
Yeah, the backsplash. I extended the countertop a little bit. And I didn't do the whole thing because I knew I was kind of just going to do the like top half of the screen. But yeah, there's me just copying the rest of the oven and mirroring it and trying to get it all lined up to a way that roughly matched. And I'm just kind of checking.
See, this is the difference between Matt and I. Matt's like actually like doing it the proper way, where you like make a clean plate in Photoshop. I would have just looked through like Home Depot and like try to find like that specific kitchen and added it in.
Just hope it existed somewhere.
Yeah, like hopefully that's like a set or something.
Yeah, so these are just a couple of like crack effects that I downloaded because I wanted to make it look like the wall was cracking in half for reasons that you'll see later.
Oh.
And then here I'm just doing a basic track of the background, applied it to a null, locked the cracking effect to that so it looked like it was sticking to the wall. And I'm just kind of playing around with how the shape of the wall crack and like how I wanted it to move and everything, and figuring out like based on the pieces that I had what parts I could leave and what parts I could get rid of. And then here's me kind of just playing around with moving that piece of the wall out of the way. And this took me a little while to figure out because I was using a clean plate and I was trying to use footage. Like keep the footage, and I was trying to like get multiple pieces to look like they were actually breaking apart. So I spent quite a while here getting all the masking worked out. There's a photo of the neighborhood behind basically just a stock,
oh my god,
just a piece of stock footage, or I think it's actually just a stock photo that I dropped in there to be revealed when the wall goes away. And I'm just doing some oh yeah, I think I had to restart the program. But yeah, I did some color correction on that, and now here I'm adding some stock footage of like debris and stuff falling. So like when the house gets ripped apart, you see dust and wood chips and things kind of falling down. And I'm just kind of again working out where I want those to go and make sure everything is moving roughly where I want it to. And then there's fire. Big Fire 3. Yo! So I decided that you saw there.
Is it a UFO?
Yeah. So there may be an alien invasion happening. That may be what happened to the wall.
You have a whole story.
Yeah. So there's an alien invasion happening outside. I turned the UFO blue because we had to have something blue.
Yep.
And then I added an explosion effect.
And it flies off.
And then I just worked a little bit on adjusting like the color and the movement and the animation and everything. I think I work a little bit more on getting they're getting a kind of a brighter blue, and then I added some wiggle to the wall so it looks like it's kind of shaking and then it gets pulled apart. Oh yeah, and then I remembered I had to change a food item, so I thought maybe an alien laser beam scans across the table and something happens. So here I'm creating the laser beam, and then I'm just kind of adjusting brightness, and I added in an effect to kind of displace the laser beam as it goes across all the items on the table.
Man, I really don't want mine to go after this.
I guess we can edit it.
Yeah.
Here, and then I'm making the laser kind of project up and
Whoa.
out, so it was like actually like some beam off screen was kind of like beaming in.
Jeez.
That's cool.
And then I downloaded a giant strawberry, and I stuck it on the table, and then I masked it in to kind of like be revealed as the laser scans across, and then I added like a bunch of glow, like it's being materialized on the table.
Did this in an hour?
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Matt is like, I'm gonna add just, you know what? I'm just gonna throw in an alien invasion in here, and like he did that. What it seemed like maybe like a quarter or like half the time. He just added all that in. It took me half the time to like mask a hand. Yeah.
All right.
See the full thing.
Let's see the full
Yeah,
thing.
full thing.
Oh,
God, that is cool.
Yeah.
Show my. Oh my gosh!
So yeah.
You
The
were a
laser
giant.
looks great.
Yeah.
All of it looks fucking great.
You were a
laser-
giant
I mean-
strawberry from space.
Yeah. To be fair, like again, I mostly relied on stock footage for this. Like obviously, I didn't create the UFO or any of the stuff. I just kind of was rushing and placed it all in there. But
So was I, and you're about to see what I came up with.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not parent the? Oh, no, the strawberry is. I was
Which
about to
one?
say the strawberry. Looked for a second that it wasn't
It's wiggling.
moving with the table, but it's just shaking a little bit. So that was
Yeah, the track of the table. I did the track of the background, so it's the stuff on the table didn't quite match. I should have done a second track on that.
I mean,
But-
it's still amazing. But I just.
All right.
Also, hey, what's at the top of your screen, Sophia?
So I prefer
Oh,
the
no.
taskbar to be at the top.
Why?
And it's a personal preference. It's not for everybody. I had no plan when going into this. You're going to see my thought process
Awesome.
as we go.
All right,
you
ready?
Can go ahead and start it.
Versus
I was
what?
going to play with some new tools, but I didn't like any of them. But whenever it pauses, I'm going off screen to collect assets. And right here, I decided I was going to turn the little girl's skin blue.
With composite brush, right?
Yeah, well, you're going to see what happened with that. After I froze it. This took way longer than it should have.
Everybody loves making this girl blue.
Yeah.
I made the whole
she
family
doesn't end
blue.
up staying blue.
She doesn't.
No. She's not what ends up being blue. But I did use composite brush to try and make her blue.
Is your license also not active?
No, I'm off screen now. I didn't gather any of my assets in the screen recording. But I'm
Oh.
using Envato right now to gather assets, which were clips of something you'll see later, which I had to find a converter for. But here I'm trying to make her blue. And I actually started doing kind of a pop art kind of thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
see that, yeah.
I don't keep it. But I was playing with the different shades of blues
Yeah.
and a lot of different composite brushes.
Trying to give her that avatar blue, I see.
No, it
Natiri.
was more of like
She
a...
looks like a heat map.
Smurf.
Yeah, she starts looking like a weather map.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, there it is,
But I didn't like it. I played with it for too long and I didn't like it. I wasted a lot of my time on this one.
Man, who would do that? Dang.
And I thought about fixing the roto. This is when I got frustrated with it and got rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, just deleted it all.
Oh, okay.
Started over.
Just gone. Okay.
Yeah, just
Reduce the
Fresh
average.
slate.
right now, probably trying to convert all my files right now. So it's just gonna hang out here. This is when I decided to track the boy's head.
Are you gonna make him blue?
No, I thought about putting something on his head.
Okay.
The food item, which I'm trying to also download currently.
Y'all downloaded stuff I did
Oh,
not.
can I
Yeah.
guess? Is it broccoli?
No, it's not broccoli.
Damn.
Um,
Make him look like an anime character. Like,
But I decided to track her because I was
Naruto.
gonna turn her hair, I think, a certain color. Oh no!
Is that the more you know?
I decided to give her a unicorn horn.
Oh,
no.
okay. You're not traumatized by
Yeah.
No,
man.
well, I mean it's not tracked perfectly, but
that?
Just floated right in front of her face.
I thought it was cute. I'd give her a unicorn horn. The little boy gets a cupcake on his head.
Oh,
Uh,
that's cute.
But it's all nice right now. Like you're gonna see when it devolves.
Oh,
Because
good.
at some point,
Or you at quarter?
yeah. So around this
Hey.
around this part, I thought it was a competition,
Uh-huh.
and Lexi was the judge.
Oh.
So I started pandering.
Oh, no.
What do you?
I thought it was.
What do you? Oh my god!
Ah,
I found 3D modeled cats
Look
that
at 'em.
dance.
Oh, my God.
What? the
That's
hell
terrifying.
is that?
And I used an extract to get rid of the background, and I tracked
Oh,
the
Lord.
What
background.
is this?
That looks.
This is what took the longest to get. This whole time I've been trying to get those converted to the right file, and so I track them entirely so I can put cats behind them.
Rotolim.
They are technically edible.
Did I say track?
Yeah.
My bad.
You're
I rotoed them,
Uh-huh.
and I tracked the cat, and I had to speed them up because the clips were really short. So the cats are dancing really fast.
Uh-huh.
What, Candido?
Here comes the second cat.
What, there's more than one?
Is that twerking?
Where did you find these?
What happened?
Just found them on the internet.
I have my sources.
Yeah.
It's like
Catstwerking.com.
a mercifully cut scene from Cats 2019.
Yeah, at this point I had forgotten that I had to make something blue, and I was struggling on what to make blue.
Like cupcake.
Well, the cupcake isn't what I turned blue.
I'm afraid.
You
What
turn the
you
null blue, does that count?
I
That's a
did
good
have
idea.
to color grade the cupcake because it was way too bright. And then I put a little bit of his hair. I masked.
Oh,
some
yeah.
Of his hair.
Yeah,
So
that
it
was
was
nice.
sitting on his
Yeah.
head.
Okay, yeah.
I love the cat.
The dancing cats at full.
That was my attempt at
Are you
pandering
at
to the
full?
judges.
She's at full.
Yeah, I'm at full. And I've got these CGI dancing cats. There will be more cats.
More?
Where?
Are they all like
Where?
the same? Like
So around here, I tried to time animate the cupcake because it was 3D. I didn't get a PNG. I got a 3D rotating cupcake.
Oh,
Uh,
My good lord.
but
why?
I did end up freezing it, not even using the 3D.
Things happen.
Gotta get that perspective.
But that did probably bog down a lot of my render time because it was a 3D.
you're also
rotating-
at full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were at full too?
Yeah, but I'm dumb. Like,
It's a cat blue.
That's
You
why
made
I
them
made
all
cats
blue?
oh my god.
The cupcake's blue now. It does not stay blue.
The cupcake and the unicorn horn, don't forget.
Yes, the unicorn horn, I think, does stay blue.
Another one.
What?
Third
Oh my
cat
God.
comes
Where are
in.
you finding these?
Yeah, they're all different, by the way.
Did you find my PetSmart?
No.
3D dancing cats at PetSmart.
This is where I started kind of changing.
That's
it
where
to
the
blue.
talent is, kid.
This guy goes up here, and I kind of did what did, with the reflection, reversing or flipping it
Yeah.
and turning the opacity down. And I went back and decided I wanted to also add a little bit of a shadow,
Okay.
Wait a bit.
Just
Just a little bit.
Just the feetsies.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit of
Yeah,
my
this is where I go back and I decide the shadow.
Blue dancing cats.
Would have been much easier if I just made the milk blue.
Looks like,
Yeah.
it looks like it needs to pee.
What is it doing?
What is it?
They're
Yo, it's getting
dancing.
swifty, bro.
Oh my
They're
god.
dancing. Okay, so they were a little too blue.
What's a different
Yeah,
talent?
really?
Another one.
There's a fourth one?
How many are there?
Here comes the fourth cat.
Who's your dealer for cats?
This is how I thought I was gonna win before I realized it wasn't, competition.
I thought it was too. It's okay.
Yeah, so this was my attempt at, winning.
And then the
Okay,
whole
then
thing.
just a whole blue
so
screen.
at this point,
Oh.
it becomes a party.
Uh-huh.
Like a
Oh,
cat
Oh,
party.
are you
yeah.
about to,
Oh my-
Is this about to be a strobe light?
Cupcake.
Flashbang?
I put about 4, maybe a couple more.
Jacob,
Why is there fire? What is happening?
Jacob, this is every girl's
This is where it
dream.
becomes a little MLG, like
Cupcakes,
meh, 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 meh.
unicorns,
There's fire.
dancing cats, fire.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great. It's a party.
It's the girl's dream.
The only thing I forgot to add were like rockets coming in for the explosions.
What is
Oh, okay,
this?
yeah.
Oh, so it's blew up.
Do the cats blow up?
This
No, it's just like MLG Pro, you know?
Oh. Like,
Everybody knows.
Yeah, that would be the audio I'd pick if I had it.
What?
And,
I don't know what happened.
I'm
there at the
afraid
end.
We're gonna
Yes.
find
Yeah,
out.
so the
Lexi.
final clip
Can we get that final clip?
is
Roll that bean footage.
MLG strobe cat-like party.
What?
I'd like to title this one MLG.
Did you add like Call of Duty like hit markers or something?
Oh,
like
with
that?
the interventions.
No.
Oh my
Oh my
god! My
So,
eyes.
Actual-
epilepsy
Oh
warning.
yeah, we will have to put a warning on
Yeah,
this one.
It's not even a
100%.
joke. Actually,
Yeah, no.
Flashing lights incoming.
Good
My
lord.
bad. I gave up at the end.
Go for it, Lexi.
My
Oh
eyeball.
god!
How were you able to edit
Ah.
this?
You thought this was gonna win?
Is it not a party?
I know.
God.
I can't see it.
This is insane.
How much C4 do you usually have at your party?
I have to look away.
About 4 pork per cat.
At your birthday party, she was upset that there wasn't any explosions.
Oh my god.
Lexi, please stop
This
it.
is
It's
please.
really hurting my eyes.
Good
We will
lord.
need a epilepsy warning.
Oh lord.
Wait, so did you do? Oh, the food item is a cupcake. I forgot the cupcake.
Oh yeah, the
So-
cupcake.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
And
yeah.
then the blue cats, and then cats in the
So
background.
You could render it out without the strobe in it and just say it has a strobe.
Yeah,
She's like, but I like the
yeah, but the
strobe.
strobe is part of it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's in there now.
You know, a thing
It's
we could
baked
do
in.
is that we could just put like a darker tint kind of at this section.
It is. It
And
is
that-
No,
will
they
cover
want,
it.
I want them to see it at the full
Indelibly.
effect.
They will still see it.
No, if you can't see it,
Avert your
I'm
eyes.
You have to
sorry.
put a giant.
We actually-
we
warning.
totally
I was
will.
really, I was
Don't worry.
really in the sauce when I did this, and I did not think about our
Ectoplasm.
friends out there.
Anemone.
I'll render out a version without.
God.
So, like,
Yeah, if we have a version of without the strobe, we'll play it now so you can see roughly what it was,
Yeah.
and if you don't want to get your eyes destroyed.
if you like your cornea.
Eyes hurt.
Oh my
So,
God.
Lexi, now that you've seen all these and you've seen what we went through,
Here, do you wanna get closer
what
to
were
the
some
mic?
things that you liked and would give points for? Or was there, because you said there was a special thing that you were trying to
Oh,
hope
yeah.
somebody would do.
I would hope it's cats.
Well, yeah, so the idea was I thought it was a challenge as well. And so I had the 3
Over here.
I know. I had the 3 items picked out, but then I also had the idea of like the old Nickelodeon shows where they had the secret slime word, and if you did something, you would get a bonus point. And one person actually did do the secret
Oh,
challenge.
Okay.
So let me go.
Laser cat?
Are you gonna
It was
slime
not
one of
a
us?
laser
It was
cat.
it's slime. We all got slime.
She has a giant like gallon bucket.
There
of
is
slime.
actually buckets of
I
slime in the
wasted
ceiling.
45 minutes of getting those cats.
So what is the secret slime
Okay,
Is
word?
it
so
cat?
so you know the original challenge was to add or change something in the background or modify it,
Okay.
to add a blue item or incorporate one, which everyone did both of those.
Yes.
And then swapping or adding a food item or something edible, which everyone did.
Yep.
And then the secret slime action, so to speak, was to I originally said make milk chocolate or strawberry, but you also made blueberry milk.
Was
So
it
you
was
did
the secret slime word to make blueberry milk?
No, it was make milk chocolate or strawberry, but you went through all the trouble of coloring your milk. So
I made blue
that-
milk.
I mean, technically, he
Let's-
also did too.
I
Did you
technically
make
but you
blue
didn't go
milk
through any
also?
trouble to do it.
I did it the easy way.
You
yeah.
did it the easy
You
way.
made everything blue.
Well,
The milk
see,
was
that
blue
doesn't
because
count.
you were lazy.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Here's the thing. It's still a smart way of making it blue.
No.
I'm giving him props.
I
It
went-
had to be a separate something to the milk.
You can't see me, but I'm dabbing right now.
I literally was thinking of doing that, but didn't have time.
Yeah, you mentioned that like I did something that you wanted to do, and
But I really love the dancing cats also. Though.
I worked really hard to get those.
Epilepsy, yeah.
When I downloaded them, they weren't the right file format,
So you had to
so I
con-
had to find a converter online because
Why
I
didn't you
didn't
just re-download them to the right format?
because it wouldn't let me.
Oh no!
I
No.
wish I would have made that the bonus, but I wanted to make it something that people would actually realistically maybe do, and I thought, oh, switching the milk, someone may actually do something to the milk.
A lot of
which
us
Yeah.
considered it.
happened,
Only
so-
one of
Yeah.
us.
I thought doing
I was the only one that was insane enough to do it.
to
And the most
mask
complicated
frame by
way
frame.
possible.
Listen,
Look.
listen. I won't change.
I won't change. I can't.
Everybody else
it's-
needs to.
It's
not
funnier.
me.
It like I thought about doing my work in like the funniest way possible, so I did it like the hardest way I could have thought of doing it.
Well, I think that is an episode.
If you had to pick your favorite, Lexi.
Yeah.
So if I had to give an award, I would give Alex's the most sketchy / murderous.
Yeah.
Why?
because
You're just the blood hands.
A, he didn't think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a fridge.
I legit thought like hallway, and I was like, it has to be a hallway.
Well, Candido gets the bonus point for the secret slime action.
The radioactive
the blue
milk.
milk.
Yeah.
The radioactive
Yeah.
Um, but I also like all of the inclusion of limes.
Thank
so
you. I was really happy about
I
that.
would give it.
I think if you
Did
play
you-
back the footage, if you stop for like a minute straight, I just do nothing because I'm just laughing. Like,
I'll give it 8 out of 10 limes.
thank you. Is there
that's,
8?
That's how many are on the.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's 9. Hold on, 1, 2.
Well, one of them was real, so he doesn't get he doesn't
But-
get credit for the real.
Oh,
do-
okay,
what do you
so
mean?
8 out of 10 limes.
What do you-
I have to give Jacob the award for just doing so much and not well.
Let's go.
Over
Like,
ambition, let's go.
Yes, he did too much and it was not well. Other than I really do like the blueberry character. It looks very sad and like dystopian. So
That really did pay
I
off.
like the inspiration from Willy Wonka there. So for Matt's, I mean, definitely like the most creative. Like
Most
he-
likely to get an Oscar.
Yeah.
like he had a narrative in mind and was like, "This is I'm gonna make this a story. This is filmmaking." So
This is filmmaking.
Now that's pod racing.
Yeah.
yeah, I did not expect this one at all. Not that I expected any of your guys's, to be honest, but like
You can't really plan for
the
us.
use of the blue as well. That
Did
was
we all have fire?
I think so.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Great
You have-
minds think alike.
It's
Yeah.
a kitchen. You have to have fire.
It's visual effects. You have to blow
You have to
something
blow
up.
something
Yeah, the blow
Honestly,
something up.
yeah.
I added my explosion in the last 2 minutes
Oh,
of the
God.
full hour competition.
Okay, well, I guess that wraps up this episode. If you guys have any favorites, please let us know. We would like to see which one you like the most. And we'll probably be back for another challenge, do something a little bit different.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for future challenges, leave them in the comments. If you think that Candido's shot was the best, then give us a like. If you think that Jacob's shot was the best, then subscribe.
Give us a like, too.
And
We're
also
not getting
give
any
us
subscribers.
a like.
Yeah, you heard the Max shot was the best.
Might
Give us a
hurt your
like.
eyes. I'm really
If you
sorry.
think this, if you think that, just like us all.
Just like it, yeah.
Comment below.
But yeah, do all the YouTube things and let us know what you want to see in the future. Check out our other videos, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later.